Hey guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Cave for finally my July 2024 pickups video. I know it's a little late this month. A lot of cool stuff. Kino had a sale, so I got a number of items from Kino. Um, Vinegar Syndrome had their subscribers week, so that had a couple of sales to it every day. There was other, some items up for sale. Didn't get as much as I usually do for Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know if I'm just kind of winding down a little bit with Vinegar Syndrome or not. I think I'm just being more kind of specific in what I'm getting. But then again, these movies I picked up doesn't really suggest that. But the weird thing, and I'm going to do another video probably right after this one, telling you what I picked up from Monster Mania. The Monster Mania July convention. I'm sorry, it was August. The August convention in Cherry Hill was just this past weekend. Awesome time as usual. And I usually come back with a bunch of stuff from Vinegar Syndrome. Diabolic DVD has a table there. I didn't get anything, which is, I think I'm just looking at the wallet, looking at what do I really need, freaking out about my space issues. I think we all run into that. So anyway, I will show you what I did get from Monster Mania. Some of the signatures and stuff I got at in a separate video. But let me know. Are you guys running to the same issue? Are you kind of feeling a little lackluster with certain with some of the boutique labels? I don't know what it is. I got to get out of this funk. But I did get a lot of good stuff. So let's jump into it. First up, and I did a video on this, so I'll leave a link in the description below. But was super excited when this came out. I do wish it was 4K. It is only Blu-ray, but it's a really nice set, and it's the Umbrella Masters of the Universe Special Edition box set. So I'm not going to go through all of it. So you can just see right here what's inside. You can check out the video I did, which had the full unboxing. But super excited for this. I'm fairly certain this is probably sold out. Some nice spot gloss there. I did see at the Diabolic table just the Amaray, so not even with. I said I wasn't going to take this all out, didn't I? Here's the slipcover. But all they had was the Amaray, which I think is just, yep, it's this. So I do like that it's 3 different types of artwork on here, which is pretty cool. I think they had changed the artwork last minute, but I'm still happy with it. Anyway, here is my Masters of the Universe from Umbrella. Oh, and I almost forgot that it is an upgrade from my DVD, which I will keep because it is signed by Dolph Lundgren, who I met years ago, probably pre-COVID at this point, at a Monster Mania in Cherry Hill years ago. So I did always say his line was fast, but it was, he barely looked at you. He kind of grunted, said hello, and that was it. So really not that great. And it is a snap case, so I do enjoy collecting snap cases, so I wouldn't have gotten rid of this regardless. All right, so next up, let's jump into some of the Kino pickups. First up is an Andy Sidaris film, so it's going to be bonkers. And it's 7. I did watch some of it on YouTube. I think the full movie's on there. It has a bunch of people that I don't know if it's listed on here or not. Couldn't even tell you, but there are a number of people that I was surprised to see. Oh, Martin Kove is in this from Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, obviously. But yeah, this just seems like a bonkers movie. So I think it was like $4, $5. I forget how much it was on the sale. So it was pretty cheap. Next up is The Bedroom Window. It's a Steve Guttenberg film. It seems pretty interesting. You can pause that to check out the movie and the details. Okay, next up, these are getting into the slipcover editions. This just looks bonkers. I had to get it. It has Michael Rooker in it, which is pretty cool. Who else is in here? Some other people. But it is Rent-A-Cop with Burt and Liza. And just the slipcover alone, I had to pick this up. This looks crazy. Here's a little bit about the film if you want to pause that and read it. Some of the special features. There's Rent-A-Cop. Here are the others. Next one up is a Anthony Perkins, D. Wallace, R. Lee Ermey. Well, I don't know why that took me a second to figure out. R. Lee Ermey, D. Wallace, and Anthony Perkins in Dangerous Tonight. Watched the trailer on that. Looks pretty good. Ton of special features if you want to check that out. Next up is a Jason Patric film. Also has Bruce Dern. It's After Dark, My Sweet. I don't know anything about this except that Jason Patric is in it and Bruce Dern. And again, these are all pretty cheap. This is the Kino sale. So, you know, I got a good amount of stuff. I don't remember exactly how much I paid. I want to say it was around 100, if not under. So, not a bad deal. Next up is Enter the Ninja, which... So, Scream Factory has Ninja 3. Enter the Ninja is somewhere in there. I don't know if it's the first or second one. And a different studio... or label has the other sequel. So I got to figure that out, but this is part of that trilogy, Enter the Ninja. I don't know how good that trilogy is, if there is, you know, any consistency between the movies, who knows, but I don't know if I did that already, but if not, take a look. Next up, Fletch Lives. Love the slipcover. I do enjoy this one. I like the first one better, obviously. I know Kino also has the first one. I don't know if the slipcover is still available, but it is only... this is only a Blu-ray. You know, let me take a look at that. Some of the special features. I don't remember now if Fletch was available on 4K or not. But I have Fletch already. I have it in Target a number of years ago, came out with these Blu-rays with the digital copy in these VHS boxes. So I already have it, and I don't know if I really needed Fletch on 4K. Again, this is me just trying to stick with a budget, not get duplicates or triplicates of things that I don't really need. But here, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, sorry for the poor lighting, but these are all kind of the big box VHSs, and these three, well, also Stranger Things isn't obviously VHS. These are Blu-rays, so I have Fletch, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and Jaws. Of course, I had to get the 4K of Jaws. I skipped out on the 4K for Fast Times, or the Criterion version of that, just because I don't think I really need it. And Fletch, I really like this version, so I don't really think I need the 4K. Who knows if it's back on sale? Maybe I'll pick it up for the shelf, which is kind of sad to say, which is kind of what I want to get away from. But anyway, I really like this this release. Let me know if you have it too. All right, next up is a 1966 film with Shirley MacLaine and Michael Caine. Don't know much about this, but it seemed kind of fun, and it's called Gambit. A little bit about the movie, some special features. Really young Shirley MacLaine, that's crazy. And last but not least is the complete series of Kolchak, The Night Stalker. I do have the two movies on my shelf somewhere, but I know there were two prior TV movies that came out. One I have the slipcover, the other one I don't, which is really frustrating. But yeah, so this is the series. This is always really expensive on Amazon, and it jumped down to like 30 something bucks during the Kino sale. Otherwise it was like 50s, 60s, but got it for like the low 30s, so I picked it up. It is fun. I remember as a kid, I always thought it was super cool when like regular TV had like supernatural stuff. You didn't get that a lot back then, especially when in the 80s, 90s, or 70s. I always thought it was a special treat when, you know, you had those like specials on TV about ghosts or aliens or something like that, you know, pre X-Files, where it kind of made it more mainstream, supernatural alien type stuff. Anyway, so happy to finally get that. And so here are my Kino pickups. Let me know in the comments, what did you get during the sale? All right, next up, let's quickly I'll quickly show you what I got during the subscription week or subscriber week sale for Vinegar Syndrome. First up, this is a Jess Franco film, so another kind of wild one, probably. 2 Undercover Angels and Kiss Me Monster, so it's a double feature. Again, these were going for like 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, I don't know, whatever it was. Maybe $15, something like that. Next up is Amazon Jail 1 and 2. This has been released for a while, but again, this was on sale. And it is 2 movies, so I decided to pick it up. A little bit about the films. You know what? I didn't do that for this one. Let's jump in real fast. We can pause that, take a look if you like. Okay. And the last one, like I only got 3, was something that finally completes so far. I think I have a full collection to date. I think I'll have to double check, of the VSU line, and this is number 2 in that line, 6 String Samurai. Again, I think this is only like $15. So I wasn't eager to get this one. You know, I watched the trailer. It wasn't, to me, like that great. I don't know why this wasn't just like a regular Vinegar Syndrome release, but I have every other one of the VSU, and the artwork is great. I'll do a very quick unboxing. Got your book. Outside artwork is pretty cool. This is an old release relative to kind of everything else that's been released from Vinegar Syndrome. Messing everything up here. Pretty interesting slipcover. And then a little bit about the film. You can just take a pause on that. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, I'm just happy to be all caught up now with the VSU line. Like I said, Vinegar Syndrome was there at Monster Mania. Didn't get anything. I did want to pick up some of their Cinematograph line. There were a couple there. I didn't do it. Your Robert Englund was at the convention, and he's a lot of money, and signatures cost more than I usually get, so whatever, I have to justify it. But I think I'm doing okay with my Vinegar Syndrome collection. I mean, I've got a good amount and a bunch up there, so I think we're good for now. Let me know in the comments below, what did you get during the subscriber week sale? And finally, here are some pickups from Amazon. First up, these first 2 are from the Kino Cult line. These were on sale, which was annoying because they were even cheaper during the Kino sale, which always friggin' happens. I get something that's Kino, and it goes on sale. You know, for Diabolic DVD at the convention, I keep talking about this, but I was going to pick up Turbulence and something else that were both Kino 4Ks, and I stopped myself. I'm like, if I do this, the next sale, these are going to be on sale for half the price. So I stopped myself. These were really cheap on Amazon, but they were even like a few dollars cheaper during the sale, so nothing to lose sleep over. But this is a line that I don't know how long I'm going to continue with. I haven't watched any of them, but these all seem very kind of, you know, Kino Cult is probably the appropriate term for these. But number 6 in the line is Drifter. which is a 1974 film. Yes, you can take a look at that. Next up is Teaserama plus Varieties and Buxom Beauties. So again, this is pretty much a Betty Page. I don't even know if this is like a movie. But yeah, it's a lot of this stuff. But it's cool because it's like the 50s. So it should be an interesting watch. I can't imagine it being super risque or, softcore-ish. I doubt it. It's like the 50s, but who knows? But yeah, Kino Cult Line, I'm kind of on the fence on, and I looked on Amazon, and there's so many that are coming out or are out now and now they're doing 4K versions of things they've already released on the regular line, and they're calling them Kino Cult. I think I ranted about this before. But that's like kind of where I draw the line. So, I'm not going to get another copy. Do I even have Nightmare Beach? But maybe it wasn't Nightmare Beach. But Nightmare Beach is an example because there's I think a 4K now under Kino Cult. But there's a normal release. I'll tell you right now. Do I have Nightmare Beach? I have Nightmare Beach. So why would I go ahead and get that? I don't know. Anyway, next up from Amazon. This is an MVD rewind release of Joysticks. Actually looking forward to watching this. I really like the slip on this one. I get MVD rewinds when I think they're cool. It's up to number 58, maybe even more at this point. So I'm never going to catch up. So I just pick up what I like, and I feel good about that. The MVD Laser Vision, I'm going to keep continuing with those, but there's only I think 3 or 4. There's 4 at this point, so waiting on the 5th one. Okay, next up is a 4K from Scream, and it's Species 2. I'm going to pick this up because I have Species 1 with Scream Factory. And I did enjoy this sequel when it came out, so it's not terrible. All right, next up is the final 2 steelbooks for the Rocky collection, and I'm so happy that they actually released these because I know these were, I think, Best Buy exclusives, the first 4. So the fact that they were able to release these, not that Best Buy had the rights to them, they just had the rights to, I guess, have exclusives. Since they're no longer selling physical media, I'm glad that they still continued with it. So you got Rocky 5, which I think it just suffers from being the sequel to Rocky 4, which was like a phenomenon. And then you have Rocky 5, which kind of takes it back to more of the streetwise kind of Rocky. So I think it just falls victim to that. I don't think it's a terrible Rocky movie by any means. Let me know if you disagree, but... And then next up, Rocky Balboa. This was a good one. This is a good, nice... From this, and it transitioned over to the Creed movies. So, glad to have those in the collection, completing the collection. And of course, now they're going to come out. I think there's a box set as well. Just, I think, doesn't have the steelbooks. And the next 2, just straight up Amarays. I don't know why I got these. I think these are on some sort of... I think these were like during Prime Day. These were pretty cheap. And I didn't get much during Prime Day, but I got these 2 things. First one up, Joe versus the Volcano. Terrible Tom Hanks movie. Maybe the first Tom Hanks Meg Ryan collaboration. Let me know if I'm wrong. I know they did Sleepless in Seattle and Just Got Mail after this. Don't know. This might be the first one. I love this movie. I grew up watching this on HBO all the time. Meg Ryan plays like 3 different characters. It's great. I really enjoy it. It's one of those movies that I always watched like when I was sick, or happened to be on all the time when I was homesick, so I always watched it. Is it the best Tom Hanks movie? No, it was definitely a flop when it came out, but I enjoy it. So glad to have that. I think it was a couple bucks. Next up, this dropped down in price. Didn't come with a slip, which kind of sucks, but I did sit on it for a long time. And it's a Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, wait, before we get to this, this is a upgrade from my Laserdisc. So, definitely needed an upgrade. And then Beverly Hills Cop. I think because I watched Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, I got nostalgic, and I saw this was down to like 17 bucks, so I picked it up. No slip, no big deal. It's just a whatever studio release. And that is an upgrade to my VHS of Beverly Hills Cop. I don't have it in any other format, so definitely needed an upgrade to that. So here are my pickups from Amazon. Let me know in the comments, what did you get this month from Amazon? And finally, just want to show you a couple other things I picked up. I was on vacation in, where was I? Rehoboth, I think. And there's this store off the beach, like down the strip. It's called, I think it's called Yesterday's. I want to say that. Like, maybe I'm wrong. They have like all old school toys and video games and all that kind of stuff. So I had to pick up this. It was between Lieutenant Commander Data or Geordi LaForge, and I picked up Data because my son was with me and he picked this one. I should have just picked up both. I don't know why I stopped myself. I'm on vacation. My car's packed. I was afraid this would get crushed with everything, so I just stuck with one. Should have just got both, but this will be a nice companion to the Jean-Luc Picard one that I have. If Riker was there, I would have picked him up in a heartbeat, but he wasn't. This is really good condition, and I think this came out in the early 90s, like 92 or something like that. So, yeah, 1992. It says it right there. So, definitely glad to have this. And last up, I went to see Deadpool Wolverine. Awesome. I definitely need to see it again. But I went ahead and I had to get one of the popcorn heads. They were out of Wolverine, but I was able to get this one. Headpool? Is this called Headpool? Or it's not Deadhead, it's Headpool, I believe. Which was voiced by Nathan Fillion in the movie. Really nice, really cool. I haven't opened it up yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I hate to just sell it. I know a lot of people do that where they buy these and they just flip them. I think they're already on eBay for like $80 to $100. But I think it's cool. I think I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to take it out of the bag, and there's a propeller on that goes on top of the head. It's just a really awesome item. I just don't know where to friggin' put it. I still have my my Ghost Trap one from the Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire, which I'll never get rid of. It's so awesome, but it's just sitting somewhere. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But yeah, those are some of the other pickups from this month. And that's it, guys. Those are my pickups from July 2024. Let me know in the comments below. What did you get during the month of July? Did you hit up any of the conventions like I talked about? Get any of the sales? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.